Five things off the wall.
That's us, man. 24/7.
You should expect the unexpected. I mean,
Make it known that this is all about being 100% authentic.
We are live now.
So, with that being said, let's jump right in.
Yo, welcome back to another episode, the third episode of Five Things Off the Wall. It is your boy Walt. I am here.
Peace, beautiful people. It's your boy Dev.
Hey y'all, this is C-Mac.
I know y'all wondering, like, wait a minute, it's three of them. Where's the fourth one? He's a little under the weather today, so we had to kind of move on with the homie. You know, hope the homie D Wills gets better. Don't worry, we'll reenact his thoughts on.
Yeah, he took some PTO.
Yeah, he taking some paid time off, and we ain't paying him.
Somebody, we're gonna hold the fort down for him though.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it. Salute to the homie D Wills. Get better, man.
I would like to slap a 5 to my brother Devin because we picked the Super Bowl champions.
All right, so for the record,
and I know Walt is not happy about that, but we picked Super Bowl champions.
And I want to be clear for the record, that'll cause me to just jump off the deep end. For the sake of time, we're just going to go ahead and move on because I don't want to go on my whole Tom Brady sucks rant.
He doesn't. It's the GOAT.
Congratulations, Tom Brady. You are the GOAT.
First off,
but
which I will not do. Well, no. He might smell like a goat. He might even look like a
no.
goat.
We are not going to talk. We are not going to talk about. We are not going to say that on here. We are not.
Tom
Brady, congratulations. However, much props to that defense because they kept points off the board. So props to the defense because they're higher.
All right, can I ask y'all a serious question?
Devin Wright, specifically Devin White. Okay.
He balled out. Does Tom Brady, better question, no. Would any other starting caliber, legit starting caliber quarterback, does any other legit starting caliber quarterback win that game if Tom Brady's not there? Honest question. Or did Tom Brady win the game? That's really what I'm getting at.
Say that again, Walt.
Did Tom Brady win that game? Is what I'm saying. Did he win it? Like where his efforts was what he did so significant that another quarterback who is a starter, not necessarily of his caliber, but like I would be willing to argue that any A-list quarterback would have won that game.
So here's the thing, right? Well, like
I can agree with that, Walt.
But here's the thing, like you asked that question, but the truth of the matter is he threw 3 touchdown passes.
Like you are 100% correct. He did. But what I'm saying is, did he throw like dimes or because I believe 2 of them were short passes, right? Short passes to Gronk after questionable PI calls because the one that was an overthrown uncatchable ball to Mike Evans. Right, that was an overthrown, uncatchable ball. Right. They gave Mike Evans the PI for that, and they shouldn't have. They called Breland on that.
You mean when the guy when Hill grabbed his foot while he was running?
No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. They called Tyrann Mathieu on the uncatchable, because he kind of touched him a little bit. Like it wasn't like he impeded him from catching the rock. He was never going to catch that ball. Hold on. He was never going to catch that ball. And then Breland like stumbled and fell. He didn't intentionally interfere with him to stop him from catching the ball. Right? But they called a PI call. It was like 90 yards of pass interference penalties in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Right? And whether or not they were legitimate calls or not, that's not what I'm saying now, even though I don't think they were.
I was going to say all of them were legit. Maybe about 2 of them I would say. I don't know. But
I'm talking about those 2 in particular. Those 2, it ended up in 90 yards of penalties in the first quarter that led to the 2 touchdowns we're talking about. You're on the one. Like he ain't got to throw no laser there. You put the ball in the air, Gronk will get it. So again, I
don't know, were any of them? No, those weren't on the ones because the ones when they were actually on the 1 yard, they were blocked. They were stopped from getting in the end zone.
Right, because they wasn't on the 1 yard line. They were in the red zone, but they wasn't in the 1 yard line, right? Dude is 43 years old, still being able to throw. And let's not diminish those short passes. Them joints were passes that not the average quarterback would be able to throw. That's one. Two, even if there was some penalties that was questionable, how do you account for the fact that there was receivers who was missing passes that Patrick Mahomes was throwing them?
What I am asking you, and you're talking about two completely different things. What I said is, would an A-list quarterback, so we're talking about put Patrick Mahomes.
But he did answer that. He said there were passes that the average quarterback would not have been able to do.
Right, and I'm not talking about average. I'm talking about the above average. I'm not saying Tom Brady's average. I'm not saying that. No. I do think he's a great quarterback. What I'm asking you is, did he win the game is what I'm asking. Did he was his efforts what caused that game to be won? I personally think the defense played a much better. They held the team to 9 points. Tom Brady didn't do that.
They did held them to 9 points, but 3 of those touchdown passes.
But Tom Brady offense still had to score points.
Those touchdowns were passes from Tom Brady. He got them the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, they had to score points to get above those 9 points.
So let's say this. Well, let's say this, for example, right? Let's say he didn't throw the 3 passes, right? Then it would have been the touchdown off the run, and then it would have been maybe 3 points. So that's 10-9.
That's still 10-9. Defense still won that game.
And I think what we're doing is we're mistaking my admitted hate for Tom Brady. We're mistaking my hate for what I'm doing.
God, hate is so strong.
I do not like
Tom Brady. That. You can have a strong dislike, but I wouldn't hate because I'm not going to hell for nobody.
I don't mean hate.
Not hating nobody.
I don't mean like I hate him as a person. I'm saying like I'm a hater of him.
You would go to hell for hating Tom Brady?
No, not like I hate him like I want to see him die. Like I'm a hater of him.
Okay, like a slang. Okay, gotcha. Slang hate. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. So what I'm saying is, I'm not doing that right now. What I'm legitimately asking is, was his play so exceptional that it led to the win, is what I'm saying. Was it so exceptional? I don't personally feel like Tom Brady did anything that was, I'm putting this team on my back. Like they were in a shootout with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and it resulted in them winning the game. No, they weren't. The defense was dominant. Tom Brady had a lot of really fortunate situations. He's throwing the ball to Gronk, AB, Mike Evans, Godwin. Like he got Leonard Fournette running at a Pro Bowl caliber. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in a really good space. Don't get me wrong. He's in a really good space. That offense is not like the Tom Brady offenses in New England, where, he was winning them games because he was throwing to what would be probably 2 and 3 second and third receivers on most other teams. He was making them dudes look like stars.
Well, what I appreciate is that, in most cases, people were probably thinking that because Mike Evans was a star the whole, the season, and Godwin was a star, that they were going to be able to shut them two down, and that was going to be it. Now, yes, obviously everybody knows Gronk is always the answer for Tom Brady. That's like his bromance, right? But
he wasn't the whole season.
The whole season, he was a blocking tight end. So again, and this is
no, he wasn't. Like, so they waited until the Super Bowl to get him.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like they said early on in the season, like Gronk is not here necessarily to catch passes; he's here to block. Like, and that's what he's doing a great job of. Mm-hmm. AB got a Super Bowl ring. He's a step above Shady McCoy for me in this situation. Shady got a Super Bowl ring without really doing much. AB caught 3 touchdowns all season? 4?
Okay.
He was not.
He caught the ones that matter. He caught one in the Super Bowl.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If AB's not on the field, somebody else is catching that ball. It's gonna get caught because they're a good team. This is the best team. Can we at least agree to this? This is the best offense that Tom Brady's ever had.
Well, here's the thing, though.
No, answer my question.
Talent-wise, probably,
Yes.
arguably yes. But here's the thing.
Arguably, name one receiver better than any of the three starters that he had
He had
in
Randy
New
Moss.
England at the end of Randy Moss's career.
What? Yo, hold on. Well, they broke records for touchdown receptions.
Right, but it was at the end of Randy Moss's career. It's not like, but it's not like he had Randy Moss the whole.
I'll let you speak. Let me speak. So that year that they went to the Super Bowl, when the Giants upset them, they were undefeated. They broke all type of yardage.
So
was that when he was cheating or something? They said he cheated.
No,
was that the year he was undefeated?
The play game. That was something else. But so let's say
no, I'm talking about the plays. That was when they were looking at the Spygate. That was that year.
Spygate, yeah,
that was that year.
That was Spygate. So let's talk about. Can we talk about that too?
Can I finish? So even if Randy Moss was at the end of his career, he still was putting up numbers that was better than anybody on that team that just played.
100% correct. I give you Randy Moss. Who else was on that offense?
Doesn't really matter, bro.
Was that Edelman or Wes Welker? One of them was on there.
Wes Welker was on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Wes Welker was on there. I don't remember anything else. And then, you know, he did have, you know, Gronk when Gronk was in his prime. He had Aaron Hernandez, but, you know, that was – so yes. So Tampa Bay is probably the most talented offense in terms of collection of players that he's ever had. You are correct with that. On offense and arguably defense.
Now, the defense, yeah, I'll give you that argument. Because he had some amazing defenses. Them Rodney Harrison defenses in New England were pretty tough.
But here's the thing. That offense that was on the field for Tampa Bay for the most part wasn't that drastically different than the offense that Jameis had.
Ooh. That sure sounds a whole lot like Tom Brady didn't have to do much.
I don't know about that. He did.
That's literally – no, he did. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but I literally just said if you had another A-list quarterback, I'm not talking about an Alex Smith. I'm not talking about a Drew Lock, a guy who's starting but is like, you're a starter just by default.
Luck.
I'm not talking – Luck. No, Lock. What's his name? Ain't it Drew Lock?
I thought it was Andrew Luck. Okay.
Drew
Lock.
Lock.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not talking about them dudes. I'm talking about like a top flight quarterback, a Phillip Rivers, a Ben Roethlisberger, a Drew Brees,
like Deshaun Watson, right?
Definitely a Deshaun Watson. I mean, just Patrick Mahomes was throwing passes to guys like he was literally vertical, parallel to the ground, and threw a pass that hit dude in the face. Like that's a heck of a toss. That's a heck of a toss.
Now that's for sure.
And dude dropped the rock. Like he's out here running for his life.
Right.
Right. He's running for his life. So what I'm saying is what you literally just said. This offense was pretty much the same in terms of collection of talent.
But it wasn't working, obviously, because whoever this was, Winston was there before them.
It wasn't working because Jameis Winston threw as many touchdowns as he did interceptions.
Interceptions, yes.
So that's Jameis Winston lost some games for them because he was busy slinging the rock. But we also, what I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying, because Devin, you literally just said it. The offense that was on the field yesterday or for the Super Bowl was not that much different than the one Jameis had. It wasn't that much different. So again, what I'm saying to you is, what is the difference here? What is the difference here?
Well, they don't even matter.
Leonard Fournette.
No, I'm serious. Leonard Fournette.
Antonio Brown.
Leonard Fournette makes a heck of a difference.
Gronk.
Crystal, it doesn't
Tom
matter.
Brady. It does, because you're not answering me. Tom Brady is a great quarterback. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I do not feel like he played a game that was so. He didn't have to put that team on his back on Sunday.
Okay, and we're penalizing him for that?
No, I'm not penalizing him for it. I'm not saying that.
But
What
you
I'm
don't want to
saying
give him the
is,
credit for winning the game, is what you're
right,
saying.
we're ready to give him. We're ready to call him the GOAT because he got 7 rings. He really didn't have to do much to get that 7th ring on Sunday.
I don't know about that because regardless of what happens, you still got to get the ball to the people.
Yo,
Right.
you even got to
You're
get
right.
to the Super Bowl. Like there was
That's
about
that part.
them having
You're right.
problems. And shoot, Bruce Arians didn't even believe in the homie early in the season. Like you act as if getting to the Super Bowl is not not hard.
I did not say getting there. I said on Sunday. I literally said on Sunday 17 million times. I said Sunday.
Why are you? So let me ask you this, like in all honesty, right? And we've been on this for a good minute, but I think there's something deeper here, right?
Why don't I like Tom Brady?
Why are you diminishing this man's accomplishment for having more rings than your Pittsburgh Steelers by himself, bro?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's not it.
Let's keep it.
No, that is not it. That's not it.
Tell me what's the problem.
The problem is that he is always happening to be on the right side of the calls. They literally chill out. Listen, hear this all the way through. They literally changed an entire NFL rule for this dude in the middle of a freaking game. He literally had a whole rule change in the middle of an NFL game and then got a Super Bowl and we celebrated him like, oh, he's the greatest. Oh, he's this, he's that.
I'm just going to say this. I'm a 49ers fan, and the same thing happened with us last year with Patrick Mahomes. He definitely got a lot of calls that he
might have got calls, but he might have got calls. We always feel like our team gets crapped on when there's calls that are missed. What I'm saying is the tuck rule literally became a rule in the middle of a game. Like they literally made that rule up then. And then to make sure they covered their own tail, the next season they made the tuck rule a real thing to justify the fact that the officials made something up in the middle of the game. They don't win that game. They don't go to the Super Bowl. So Deflategate, all right, I'll listen, hope. You asked me why, and I'm telling you why. Okay. I'm telling you why. This has less to do with the number of rings, and it has more to do with the fact that throughout all of his rings, throughout all of his championships,
even the first one,
he gets the celebration.
Even the first one, he was an underdog.
Are you listening to me?
Go ahead.
He gets tons of celebration, but we want to ignore the fact that he has gotten a lot of leniency in terms of rules, violations. He got a 4-game suspension after his 3rd violation, and there was no telling how a 13 violation, and there's no telling how long that Spygate thing had been going on. If you want to tell me that Spygate had just happened that season, then I got a bridge to sell you in Idaho that crosses over a whole ocean. Like it's a beautiful bridge.
So are we mad? So are we mad at the people that are making the rules around him, or are we mad at him? Because is he the one saying, I need y'all to put this rule in place and make it happen? So because I could say the same thing about LeBron James. I feel the same way about LeBron James. A lot of things that he cries about that goes his way that shouldn't.
Right. What I'm saying is I am very, very, very against calling him the GOAT because of these fortunate rules that have happened to fall in his favor. I'm not saying he's a trash quarterback. I'm not saying that.
You can't.
He's definitely great. He's an all-time great. He's an all-time great quarterback. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying when you look at the list of all-time greats, when you go through that list and you're talking about the top athletes in any sport, arguably the top athletes who are going to have to be considered across all sports.
Let's just stick to football. Let's just stick to football.
Well, no, the point I'm trying to illustrate is when you think of the top athletes across any and all sports, and we're talking about the GOAT, like the greatest basketball player of all time, whether you think it's LeBron or whether you think it's Michael Jordan, the one thing is that's consistent between the two of them. There is no controversy in terms of how they got their success. When you look at baseball, right? When you look at some of the greats, Hank Aaron, there's no controversy there. There's no controversy there. Babe Ruth, there's no controversy there. Nolan Ryan, no controversy there. Pedro, no controversy there. You see what I'm saying? Johnny Bench, Pete Rose. The only controversy with Pete Rose is the fact that he was gambling on baseball. The great one, Mark Super Mario, Yarmer Yager, all of those guys.
But are there not people that have? Are there not people that have lost their awards and rewards because of steroids or things like that are greats?
But that's what I'm saying. No.
But see, Tom, the thing is, so with Spygate, that year, you know that he lost the Super Bowl that year. Even though he went undefeated, the Super Bowl is when he actually finally lost that year. So he didn't even get a ring off of that year.
No, he lost the Super Bowl that year, but we still count everything he did that year like, oh, he's so great. He's so great. He's so great. How much? I don't know. How much help did he have as a result of Spygate? Because his defense is able to do things that maybe they can't do. Maybe they don't put his offense in a position as to what he can do, what he could do. I don't know. But what I'm saying is there's so much controversy that surrounds him, whether it's Spygate, whether it's Deflategate, whether it's the Tuck Rule game, no matter what it is, whether it's the convenience. I don't know how many teams, countless teams have said when they go to Foxborough, it's just mystical how their audio communications cut out in the middle of a game. Only in Foxborough, nowhere else.
Okay, man.
I'm just asking. This is why I don't want to call it.
But is that a Tom Brady problem?
Right.
My question.
No.
Right.
And what I'm not answering if it's a Tom Brady problem. What I'm saying is this is why I can't call him a great one. You've been marred in controversy, sir. I cannot call you the greatest of all times. Are you great? Yes. The greatest? You had a whole lot of help to get there. A whole lot.
So who would you put above him right now in football?
Right now in football or like all time, period?
Football. I mean, let's talk about it. GOAT status, right? Greatest of all time. Who's above him right now in football? Exactly. If you have to think about it, that's the thing.
No.
All right, okay, go ahead.
No, all times. I like Joe Montana, greatest of all times. Me personally, right? I like Joe Montana there. I definitely like Peyton Manning there. I like Dan Marino there.
So you're saying that, the fact that Tom Brady and these rings that he has, the 7, you done mentioned 3 instances.
And you're still giving him the rings.
You're still mentioning 3 instances, right? So basically you're saying that like at least 3 of them joints he shouldn't have because it's like fabricated, smoking mirrors, puffed up cheating.
Or more, 3 or more. Because you got to look at like a couple of them he won off the back of his defenses. It wasn't that he played great balls off the back. Let me ask you this. Where do you put Robert Horry on the list of all-time great basketball players?
He's not up there.
Why not? He got a ton of rings.
Yeah, he does.
So do y'all judge greatness by the amount of rings they get?
No, well, not just that. Because if that was the case, then Robert Horry would be the best. But let me finish
that. And
let me finish that statement. So, in that regards, no, he's not up there with none of the greats, and he has multiple rings from multiple teams. But he never was a starter. He never was somebody who you would even give the ball to or have a game plan for. You can't say
Big Shot Bob made some big shots, though.
He did make big shots. But what I'm saying is that you wasn't game planning for him. He wasn't the person that you was going to be like, all right, he's going to be on the board. We're going to game plan for him like you would do Clyde Drexler or whoever else who was a star on those teams. Now, when it comes to Tom Brady, you are game planning for him.
Are you?
The defenses that you have, you are scheming for him. For example, the way the Giants won, they knew, listen, the way that we can get to Tom Brady is we got to smash him square in the mouth. The front four is going to get after him because we know if we put him under pressure, he's not going to be able to throw effectively and be able to get the ball off to his receivers like he needs to. So in order for you to game plan and know that for your defense, how can you say that?
But let me ask you,
nobody
is that specific to Tom Brady or is that specific to any quarterback? That's what the game plan is for any quarterback. If
No,
you
I
hit,
mean, well, that's the thing. That could be the game plan for any quarterback, but the fact of the matter is, you have mobile quarterbacks. So if you rush into the
but
pocket
he
like
isn't.
that,
But
let me
he isn't
finish.
that.
If you rush in the pocket like that, they can go ahead and scramble, right?
So
Tom Brady is
again,
not that; he's stationary.
so let me ask you this. So when we talk about Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, Brady versus Manning, you game plan for Brady. I mean, you game plan for Manning because Peyton is gonna be a mastermind in that offense.
Yeah.
He is literally going to move your defense. So you have to be smart enough on defense to know when he's bluffing, when he's not bluffing, when he's doing this, when he's not doing this. That's a game plan for him. That's specific. That's unique to his skill set. What I'm saying is Tom Brady, the game plan for Tom Brady is hit him and he can't throw the ball. You game plan like that for any quarterback who's stationary in the pocket that can throw the rock.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is I agree, Tom Brady's great. But I'm not calling him the greatest because one, he's marred in controversy. And I really don't like the fact that he gets so much celebration and he's had tons and tons and tons of help. It's not the fact that he won 7 rings with 7 different teams, whether, I want to take some away or not. It's the fact that we're labeling him the GOAT. And it's like, dude, you had like a lot of hand ups to get there. A lot. I just can't see it.
I respect that. That's fine.
I can't see it.
Okay.
I can't see it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Either way, congratulations, Tom Brady.
Right.
Congratulations,
Right.
Devin White.
Right.
Congratulations, Godwin. Congratulations, Gronk. Congratulations, Fournette.
I need
Evans. Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
FTB.
Congratulations to the Buccaneers.
Yep.
I need YG to make an FTB song for me.
That's so terrible.
That just sounds like so much of the going off the deep end.
It does.
All right. Okay, well.
Whatever.
So we've had enough talk about that.
Yes, we did. Yep. Absolutely. What's next?
Don't bust that out of me.
So next, I think we need to do what we promised we were going to do, and that's bring the people some Black history knowledge.
Okay, so Black history knowledge, right? That guess that falls unto me.
Yes.
All right. So in this particular case, who we are going to be talking about today is the 6888, which that is short for, and this is long, the 6,888th Central Postal Directory Battalion. So again, that would be the 6888. 6888 was the only African-American female battalion that was sent overseas in World War II. Very big deal. They actually had to push mail for 7 million, and I'm not kidding, this is not hyperbole, 7 million soldiers to their loved ones from Europe and France, where they were stationed at, back to the States. They was their own battalion that was self-contained, meaning that they had their own police department, they had their own mess hall, they had their own motor pool, they had their own chapel, they had their own supply store. So they was self-sufficient and did not need any male units to help them with their unit and with their battalion. When they went to take care of business when they was in Europe, and they finished their tour there, they wound up going to France and to do a tour there. And while they was in France, they were supposed to actually be there for 6 months. But these queens were so efficient in how they was taking care of their business that they finished that in 3.
Wow.
Right. And even though that, we should be celebrating them, and they should be celebrated because they were sent over there, at the time they wasn't. Obviously, from the white counterparts, because they were Black and women, and they looked at them as less than. We still do.
Right.
So we talking about, like 1950s, right?
Right.
Hard to Jim Crow and all of that. So you got to take that into consideration. But what made it even worse was the brothers. You know, the black soldiers, they looked at the women and they thought, oh, yeah, this is just entertainment for us as we go through our time here. Not knowing that these women were about their action and about their business, really there to complete a mission and do it better than any man probably could. So let's give a big shout out to the 6888. And another thing that's a little bit, and another thing that's real interesting about them is the fact that, you know, around the same time within World War II, we know about another, you know, very important Black group in Black history and in American history, which would be the Tuskegee Airmen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we fail to really know about these queens.
Yeah.
So it's important that we actually acknowledge both of them and put them both on the same pedestal as they deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Hats off to them ladies, man.
Hats off. Oh.
Yeah, that's a service that I can't even imagine. That's a lot, man.
It just makes you think about this. So statistically thinking, you know, even now, do you think that Black women are the bottom of the toilet pole?
Yes. It doesn't even matter in what industry. Yes, they are. And that sucks because it shouldn't be, you know, but I think what we have to do as a people, as Black men in particular, is to change that narrative. Stop allowing it to be that Black women are treated less than or celebrated less than or acknowledged as an afterthought. You know, I know I've been guilty of it in certain situations. You know, speaking of that whole athlete, you know, thing, the one athlete who always seems to get left out of the mix is Serena Williams. Like, she's been a dominant athlete in tennis.
Absolutely.
And you could say she's a better athlete than Tom Brady. You could say she's a better athlete than a lot of people, a lot of men. But because she's a woman, like, you know, one of the biggest beasts with women's tennis is that Serena Williams has been dominant for longer than any of the men now, right?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
But's gotten paid way less for her tennis success, not just her endorsements. Yeah, she's probably balling out of control with the endorsements. Yeah. But her tennis awards for winning a major tournament is like a fraction of the males, but she's like the main draw. You know, I watch tennis for Serena, you know, not only because she's a beautiful Black queen, but I watch her just because, like, she's amazing on that court. You know, she can do things, whether she's post-baby, pre-baby, post-surgery, it doesn't matter. Like, Serena's killing it out there, you know. So that's something that I think as Black men, we got to take control of that and own up to our failures in that one, and not celebrate like we should, you know.
June D. Shout out to Queen Serena.
Shout out to Queen Serena, and shout out to all us Black women out here trying to make things happen, knowing that the odds are against us, and those women that are taking following Serena Williams' footsteps, knowing that you are looked at as less than, but you're still trying to follow in those footsteps and still pave the way and make a way in this world, knowing how we're looked at. So shout out to all the beautiful Black women. Shout out to Black people, period, but definitely us Black women.
Word up.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was good. That's good stuff, Crystal.
Amen.
So on that same vein, let's look at the other side of this. There is a guy named Austin Chang, and he is wanting to cancel Black History Month. And this is the state of Michigan, right?
And he is the Republican. He's the Republican candidate for governor. And he said, if I'm elected, and he said this is not paraphrasing, this is his exact words that he posted on his Instagram. Yes. He said, if I'm elected, I will eliminate Black History Month because it's offensive, possibly illegal, and Americans of all different cultures and heritages deserve to have histories remembered or revered histories.
Word up.
Right?
Yes.
I saw a social media post. Shout out to
Whew,
Nikki.
child.
Shout out to who?
Nikki Norris. Nikki Norris.
Mhm.
Um, I saw a post, and I don't know how true it is. Come on. I saw a post. I don't know how true it is. My bad, yo. I'm getting phone calls. I'm sorry. Um, she posted a bunch of all of the different uh, ethnic history months, right?
Okay.
And there's so many people that have them. There's so many
Yeah.
people that have them.
Yeah.
So it's
Can you name a couple?
there was Irish American, there was Women's History Month, or
Spanish.
there was
Spanish
Spanish
heritage.
Hispanic Heritage Month.
Native
There
American.
was I think there was a Native American History Month in there. I think there was a bunch of different obscure ones in there, here and there. I'd have to pull them all up, but there was a lot. There was a long list. I don't know how true it is, but it's like, come on, man. Like, those months exist.
And that was my thing when he said it. It seemed like, wow, when you first hear something like that, you can't help but be like, well, dang, this is definitely going to move the meter. Like, this is definitely clickbait, and people are going to perk their ears up and really have to listen and see what's going on, right, wrong, and different. If you agree, if you don't agree, right?
Right.
Yep.
But the second thought that I had was like, so you're just basically saying it's for Black history and it's borderline illegal.
Right.
But what do you do for those other heritage months? Because there are other ones, so are you're just singling the Black one out and saying that they're illegal?
Yeah.
But what are the parameters and what is your rationale for saying that?
Exactly.
And what makes Black History Month so different than anything else? Now, I will say this. I feel like, and I remember that last year, Walt and I was working on something, Crystal. I told you about this off air, but we was working on something where we was going to put like shirts and stuff out for Black History Month, showing different figures. But on the apparel, it was going to say Black History every month, because we felt like, instead of focusing on one month to really talk about Black history, you should be talking about it every month. 12 months. Right.
12
so
months
we should be in the textbooks. We should be in the books.
12 months a year, because there's so much information out there that people don't know, from people in the food industry and the entertainment and science and education and military, so many different things. Right.
Sure.
So Hattie says something like, I particularly don't care for Black History Month because although it's good to showcase, what Black figures do in the month of February, we should be showcasing them every month. So, Hattie made his argument along those lines, there may be something to be like, all right, I can work with you a little bit. But this joke, we can have a conversation about that. But this joker just basically say, yeah, it's legal, we're going to get rid of it. Blah, 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 blah. And
it's possibly illegal. It's offensive.
Who's
offended by that? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And why?
Well, again, and I think what it is that he's just doing it because he knows that it's going to basically. He knows that people are going to basically. There's a base for that, so he knows that people are going to be attracted to that.
Yes.
Right. He knows the MAGA vote is real because the MAGA vote exists and the MAGA vote is real. He knows if I say silly stuff like this, I can get that MAGA vote. I can get these people to be like, oh yeah, he's one of us. He's our kind. Come on, man, get out.
Yeah, he's going in the books with Daniel Cameron, and he's going over there with Candace Owens, who supposedly is thinking about running for president.
And that's another one.
No.
Listen, we gotta.
I just don't understand why do you have to remove things instead of just implementing the right things, right? Why is the fix to remove Black History Month? Why can't the fix be, we have these other months of celebrations that we can do? And maybe, it may look like Black history is not, standing out anymore. But at the same time, there are other heritages that need to be celebrated as well every other month. Right. Why can't we just do that instead of removing something? Why not fix it by celebrating everyone on their respective months that they chose to be celebrated, right? We have Cinco de Mayo. Is he going to take away Cinco de Mayo on May 5th. Like that's just crazy.
Because no other culture has one day of partying.
Right. What is it? St. Patrick's Day. You know. They even have a President's Day.
Come on, man.
It's ridiculous.
So, he's a loser.
But
he's
again,
100%.
But come on, we know what this is. You know what I'm saying? This is in Michigan. This is in Michigan, so we know that, you know, the person who's going up against was a strong opponent to Trump. You know, this is the woman that they tried to actually snatch up and kidnap, right?
Yes.
Is it right?
Yes. 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 That's her.
So you know, he's
actually he referred to her several times as a did he call her a dictator? He called her something. Yeah, he called her something crazy out of the way, like several times, to kind of be like, yeah, she's not normal. She's not a regular politician. Like, she's somebody who is all about like taking away our freedoms. He uses the key words that rouse up the MAGA crowd. You know, she's still.
No question.
He said that the insurrectionists, the terrorists at the Capitol, he said they were just people who were caught up in passion.
Oh yeah, see, we already know what it is. So yeah,
I'm saying
he's appealing to that base. So let him continue.
But didn't if my memory serves me correctly, didn't Michigan turn blue, or weren't they blue?
Yeah.
So we need them, just like they were positioning. I mean, not positioning, but just like they were pulling for Georgia, you know, to get out there and vote like they did for Warnock and Ossoff. We need to make sure they get out there and vote in Michigan, because this right here is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I joke ain't getting that.
Look, you know,
so Michigan, get out there, Michigan.
Here's the other thing that I would say too, man, because you know, politics is real tricky, man. And if you're able to truly get a hold of a base and you get enough momentum, you can truly win. And the reason why I say it is because obviously, you know, you got Trump that was in office for 4 years, but you also got a woman that's in Georgia by the name of Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she's a U.S. representative here out of Georgia, and she is so. She done jumped out the window so crazy that even Mitch McConnell was like, yo, she doesn't represent the Republican Party. Okay?
Left field. Because she literally threatened people. Like, she's threatened people. She's been supportive of racists and racist ideology. She threatened one of the Sandy Hook victims, I believe it was. So it's just like, she's like, you're threatening kids.
Yeah.
Like, you a grown woman threatening kids because you don't want to believe? Come on, man.
It's so hard to believe these people have a following. It's crazy. I was, and I know we got to move on because we need to, you know, finish up. But looking at the impeachment, not to change the subject, but I have to look. I have had the opportunity to look at some of the impeachment, and last night I can't remember which representative this was that was speaking, but he was talking about the fact that him and his kids were at the Capitol that day, and his kids were worried about him coming to work because they already heard that Trump had asked his supporters to come out there and protest. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, he was just getting back to work from burying his child. And so his other ones that came to work with him just to go back to work with him. Well, while he was down there on the floor, on the congressional floor, his kids who are older, they were in another room, you know, just looking on. Mm-hmm. And when this started happening, of course, they're split up. And so he is giving this testimony in this impeachment in detail of the fear that he went through after just coming back to work from burying his child, his children being there from burying one of their siblings. And people are still really on here trying to act like it is okay that this happened and that Trump isn't behind this and that he shouldn't be impeached to be kept from being able to run again. Like, these are some gruesome stories that these people were telling. You know, they even showed videos of the guy that was stuck in between the door when the mob was trying to get in. They had him kind of squashing the door. Yeah, they were showing these videos of this stuff. And these people still stand up there and act like this is so unconstitutional that you guys are doing this to a former president. What?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like what he did was, yeah.
He literally incited the violence that led to the death of, directly led to the death of two people we know. The lady who got shot and three
was there for
three
him.
Three is a matter of fact, because it was a lady who got shot, the lady who got trampled, and then the cop who got killed. Yeah. So you got 3 deaths that you're directly responsible for. A few others that were possibly because of, you know, natural causes, but you could argue that the heightened, you know, emotions caused it, you know, might have exacerbated their situation. But you legitimately led to the death. Like, somebody got shot, somebody got trampled, somebody else, several cops got beat. You know what I mean? The Capitol police officer lost his life trying to defend you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The very institution that allowed you to have this platform, he died defending that. Yeah. You're going to sit here and say I had nothing to do with it? Man, listen.
You had them people out there.
Right. That is the epitome to me of selfish behavior. Like, he deserves everything that he's going to get, whether it's the impeachment, whether it's criminal trial, whether it's the loss of, you know, certain privileges and rights that are afforded to former presidents. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. But he deserves every last bit of it. It's ridiculous.
I feel like it's borderline cult.
Yeah. It is.
When you can't disassociate your like for someone, knowing that they did something so terrible and so wrong and incited something like this, it is
so
a cult.
So horrible.
All right.
Yeah.
So horrible. But you wanted to lock Hillary up for using her phone.
Emails. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, you know.
So, bringing it back up a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. We just had to, you know, let that out a little bit. So hopefully you guys agree with us.
Yeah, you know, for those who's listening, this is a little different. You know, we ain't got the captain with us to kind of steer us in the right direction.
Steer us in the right direction.
So we off the rails today. So just bear with us.
But we about to wrap it up. We got one more thing. We promised every week that we'll bring you a champ of the week. So we're wrapping up this week with our champ of the week, which is Lil Nas X. And if you don't already know, go ahead and look it up. Lil Nas X got some form of boob implants. It makes my skin crawl because I'm thinking about a man and their chest. I can't imagine skin stretching to the size of the boobs that he got. And the fact that he's bouncing them around and stuff, that means that you've been through a whole healing process and everything. I am completely disgusted and repulsed. But yeah, I have to give him champ of the week for real.
All right, so wait, let's clarify a couple of things. He still gets the champ, but let's clarify a couple of things. He did not go under the knife to get the.
No.
Oh, okay.
What he did was he got the same type of prosthetic that a drag queen or somebody who maybe, you know, well, yeah, let's just.
It's a removal.
Like what the weekend did to his face.
No, this is a removable plate.
Oh, yeah. So didn't the weekend get prosthetic stuff that he can take off his face and put on?
He probably got.
Remember, he came out with the wrap on his face, like he got surgery and then took it off, and his face was like all deformed and crazy. That was prosthetic stuff.
Yeah, it was makeup. Yeah.
Makeup,
But the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, what the weekend did was meant to look real.
Yeah.
They're saying that what Nas X did was edited. The picture was edited so that you couldn't see the separation of where the plate was.
There's a separation with a plate. So what he did was he basically just photoshopped the line of demarcation. So
gotcha.
So it looked like everything was real in one, and it looked like he went under the knife. But he didn't. But
no.
You know the thing.
But he does have something there.
Oh no, it was a prosthetic. No. Yeah. No, he doesn't have boobs in real life. No.
Okay.
No, not real. So they said it's similar to what he did when he dressed up like Nicki Minaj for Halloween.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah. And why I think he deserves champ of the week is not just because he got the boobs. You know, that's getting into a issue of, you know, morality and things like that. I'm not going to go down that road right now.
Okay.
That's not what I want to focus on here. I think he deserves champ of the week because he said I was bored.
Yeah.
So I went and bought.
So he bought. Yeah. So he bought. I got bored, so I bought titties. What you guys think?
I bought titties.
That was
like that to me is the most cringy thing to say. Like,
because it's him? Because the guy?
No, because it's like you just got bored, so you just become a whole different gender. Like that's why you do it, because you're bored.
Well, you do.
Like, he didn't do it. He didn't do it permanently.
No, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's not saying like, yo, I got bored, so I'm playing dress up. Like he intended for it to look real. That was his intent. That's why he did it. Like, if he would have said I got bored, so I decided to dress up like Lady Gaga. Okay, people won't laugh and clown like, dude, you stupid, right? But you just made it seem like you got whole breast implants because you got bored. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that seems goofy.
That's cringy.
Especially to us because we're older, and especially, you know, when
there's better things to do with our time than that.
Time and money and
I'm putting
things like that.
I'm putting him on that same level with Lil Uzi and that stupid diamond in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting that dude on the same level, and I don't want to talk about the lady because I do feel semi bad for her. The Gorilla Glue lady.
No,
was her name Tessica?
Tessica.
And this is why I put them all on the same level. They're all on the same level because it's like you're just not thinking. Like you're not thinking. There's a part of your brain that's being shut off. I feel bad for her because I feel like she made an honest, ignorant mistake, whether it's due to lack of knowledge, whether it's due to a lack of understanding of what she was getting into, whether it was just possibly maybe she was just trying to hustle the system and she didn't realize how big of an issue she was going to fall under. It still was stupid. Like you're not using your brain here. Like let's just say here's what I'm saying. Let's just say that Miss Tessica said, you know what? I ran out of got to be glue. That's what she said. I ran out of got to be glue, so I got this. Okay, sweetie, there's nowhere I've been in a million stores. There's not a store that I've ever been in where the construction hardware
right. That's the part I can't get past. That's the part.
With the hair products.
Exactly.
So you literally went down the aisle where there's hammers, screws, and nails, then Gorilla Glue.
Right.
That's like aisles.
You're literally holding the shelf up with Gorilla Glue.
There's literally
but there is. But Walt, you might know this, and maybe you don't. But you do know there is a thing called Gorilla Snot.
Gorilla Snot.
Yes,
correct.
I know that.
And so the people that are arguing for her are saying that she got it confused with Gorilla Snot.
It doesn't matter for that reason because it's like the Gorilla Snot is next to the got to be glue in the hair care section.
Right.
You went over the hardware.
You
went over the hardware. Whole nother section of the store. So to me, that's where the common sense, and I gotta.
It's not the same store. Like there's no hair products in Lowe's or Home Depot. So you literally went to a totally different store.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you went to Target, let's say she went to Target, right? Hair care is in the front. The Gorilla Glue's all the way in the back.
Yeah.
They're not close. So I mean, I feel like it's just not smart. And the same thing, I feel the same thing about Lil Uzi and the diamond in his head. Bro, that's not smart. Like, somebody gonna kill you for that. It
looks disgusting. Like, it really looks gross. Like, all of it is gross.
I just don't want that dude to be a news story. I don't want him to be a news. Like something, I do not want it to be a thing where they like, you know, he was murdered and the diamond ripped from his head.
Oh my God.
You know what's so interesting though?
Oh my God, it's so gross.
You don't really hear a lot of people running down on Uzi at all. Like if anything, you hear him running down on people.
But he literally has $24 million embedded in his head.
In his forehead.
He was a news cycle maybe about a week and a half ago when he got it. Have you heard anything from him since?
Right, but it's COVID right now. Give us some time.
All right.
Give us some time. I honestly think if he doesn't make a change to either remove it, protect it, or something, let it warm up outside. You know when it get warm, people do stupid stuff.
Oh,
That's when the streets open up. They
that
don't
is
care
so
about
gross.
COVID.
The thought of what could possibly happen is disgusting to me.
You mean it getting ripped off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Devin, why would you say that? Jeez.
I mean, I just see Vision getting his joint ripped off by Thanos.
Oh my God, no. Oh God,
Exactly.
yeah, and everybody keeps saying Thanos. I know.
You about to get Thanos. Then he don't even realize he about to be Thanos.
Did y'all see when
Listen,
Kodak Black was on stage and he had like a shirt that said sniper on it or whatever, but there was a beam on him. Like somebody was pointing a gun at him with a beam on it. And his security guard snatched him off stage so fast because they were seeing that little beam go across his chest.
Well, and that's the thing, right? With Lil Uzi, I mean, the funny thing is Lil Uzi be walking around the streets at times solo dolo too. But now with this diamond on his head, I find it hard to believe that he's going to be walking anywhere by himself. He probably not even go to the bathroom by himself with that.
He can't.
Right.
You got 20 million on your face.
He is a dummy.
Ugh.
You got 24 million on your head, bruh. On your head. Like, who told you that was a logical thought?
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know.
That's gross.
It's a good question.
So, anyways, yo, real quick before we leave, man, because I know we about to get out of here. I have been counting down the days until Friday, February the 12th, because Judas and the Black Messiah comes out on HBO Max. I think I'm going full costume, man.
Can you please take a picture? Can you please take a picture?
When you say full costume, what do you mean?
I'm going full Fred Hampton, man. I got the black leather. I got the beanie. I'm gonna pull out a black shirt. I'm gonna put it on. I don't know if I'm gonna do black pants or if I'm gonna do black cargos because.
So where are you gonna go and watch this?
I'm watching at home, but
you're gonna be dressed.
I might even go to my part-time job just like that.
Oh my God, Coco, I'm praying for you, sweetheart.
I ain't mad at you, man. Do your thing. Power to the people.
I have an all power to the people t-shirt that I might wear too.
I mean, thanks, Devin. You know.
It's all right. Do your thing. I just hope the movie is everything you want it to be because
me too. Because you have been counting it down.
Right. I just hope
so. And then for real, I haven't heard any of the critic reviews say like it's trash or anything like this, nothing like that. Even who was talking about a little earlier offline, No Name, even though she had some not so loving things, I'll say, to say about the movie because she felt like it wasn't a true depiction of Chairman Fred's political beliefs. She felt like some of that stuff was left out. She even said it like it. No Name.
Oh, the artist, the rapper. Okay.
Yeah. She said No Name. She said, she opted out of the soundtrack. She opted to not be on the soundtrack because she felt like they cut out so much of his true political feelings, his true political philosophies.
I dig it.
Even though she said that, she also said it was shot beautifully. The acting was great and whatnot. So she even said like, hey, it's still a dope movie. So, and I think she's probably one of the most, I don't know what the word is. She's I don't want to say she's negative, but she has a real specific focus of how activism is supposed to look. And it's like, if you don't fit into her vision of what it is, you're wrong. You know what I mean? And I think it's interesting. think it's rushed. So dope MC.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll be looking for your review next week.
Don't worry, you'll have it.
Okay.
By the time this comes out, I will be in full on.
Can you please take a picture?
I will be in full on.
Please take a picture.
All power to the people, man. I'm so charged up for this. This is
Wow.
like Black Panther. This is like real like Black Panther for me. I'm so excited about this.
Oh my God! Please just take a picture.
I might play Dead Prez all day.
Oh my God! The movie or the song?
The rappers.
Oh, okay. Okay. What about Public Enemy? No, you're not a Public Enemy fan.
Never was.
Oh, okay. I was. So I like them.
I respect them, but I was never a fan.
I was. Okay. Fine. All right. Well, we wrap it up.
Did y'all know I was never a KRS-One fan?
No. What's wrong with you?
I'm not that big of a Nas fan, but we've had this conversation already.
We have.
Okay.
You never knew that, Crystal?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
We literally talked about that.
Yeah, again, let me just say for the record, I am not diminishing anything that Nas has done. I know that he is the God OG. It's just that I can't get into all his music. So.
I mean, really, Walt, you don't like KRS-One or Public Enemy.
Right.
No, I'm not fan.
But
I'm
you
not
are
fan.
the main Black Panther.
It's not what. No. All right. So first off, with PE, I respect PE's work. I respect their content. I love their work. I love their content. I'm not a big I get tired of Chuck D hollering all the time. It's just me. Yo, Dab, your head literally blended into the background.
It did. Like you have your head on.
It's blending into.
I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. They said they were suckers.
Hey.
They wanted you for the army or whatever. Oh, sorry. Yo, well, you know, I love to tap on your nerves, so I had to put some.
No, it doesn't. It does.
Chuck D in there.
So that was one of the few PE songs I could tolerate. I like Fight the Power. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike them. I don't dislike the music, but I was never like a fan. Like, yeah, PE, let's go play that. Nah.
Well, can you dress the kids up too? Friday?
Yeah, dress them up like how you look. Yeah.
Well, one, we don't have enough for that. But my kids actually do have. My son has a really dope. The wife bought him a really dope Black History Month T-shirt. It's got like Malcolm X, so a bunch of real dope names on it, and I was like, "Yo, that's real cool. It's a fresh shirt. I'll see if she can dress him in costume." They're going out of town. That would be
so cute.
Dope.
They're going out of town.
So y'all clearing the slate for Valentine's Day weekend? Is that what's happening here?
Nah.
Oh, so shout out to Valentine's Day and October, November babies that's on the way. Shout out.
It better not be one in this here house.
Come on, Walt. I know. All of y'all got vasectomies. I get it. I know. Fine.
I don't have.
No, he doesn't have one. He got his reversed.
Oh, you got yours reversed. Okay. Oh, well then, October, November.
If a baby comes along,
Walt is no longer a card-carrying member of the habitual club shooter club.
Are you not going to get it done again, Walt? Or you're not able to because you got it reversed?
Oh no, I could. I mean, it would cost a fortune, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. I put the boys through enough. What I'm saying is, if a baby was to come about, honestly, for real, I did. I put the boys through enough.
If the Lord says, be fruitful, multiply, it's going to happen, okay?
100% correct. You're 100% correct. However, I'm going to have a talk with the doctor because they said it was not going to happen. it was not likely to happen.
Not likely.
Like not likely, like not gonna happen at all.
No. They said not likely.
All right, listen. Jesus loves you, so do I. All right.
October, November.
So, in honor of my brother, our brother Derek, and everything you do,
make sure you get it right. Get it right.
And everything you do, take positivity with you.
There you go.
Oh, Derek, feel better, buddy.
Peace out, family. We'll talk to y'all.